Winter Park Honey Apiary. Our bees are busy making some awesome honey today. I want to tell you a little bit about our honeys. We have a huge variety of gourmet honeys. We have meadow foam, blackberry, tupelo, orange blossom, just to name a few. They're simply delicious. And check out our medicinal line. My husband is here today to tell you all about it.
Hello. I'm excited to tell you about each of our products. As my wife's mentioned, we have some really great medicinal products as well as gourmet. The four biggest products that we have that sell by far more than all of our rest of our honeys combined are these four here. Let me explain a little bit how these guys work. The Allergy Be Gone, which we have a patent for, is a very unique product. This is not just a simple honey. This is an engineered product. This is one that after years of research, my wife and I, after studying what the allergists do and what the local beekeepers do, we found the perfect mix. We found out that it truly is the pollens that make the difference. Now, with over 250,000 pollens in the world, one might wonder, which pollen am I allergic to? Well, it might be more than one. In fact, in many cases, it's many. And if anybody knows who's had allergies or asthma or even COPD, they've seen an allergist and the guy tests you for maybe 20 or 50 different allergens. Well, unfortunately, that's only a very, very small number out of that 250,000. So our goal was to get as many of those pollens that bother people into one bottle. And we had to do this by collecting small amounts of bee pollen from all of our apiaries spread throughout all around the southeast, as well as purchase pollen from other small beekeepers throughout all the United States. In addition to this, we studied and found out that bees only collect pollen from about 1/3 of all the flowers. What about all the rest of the flowers, like crocus, oak? Those pollens are ultralight and ultra fine. And guess what? At about 50 microns in size, they are just like the wind. They literally fly thousands of miles. So local pollen for allergies, or local honeys for allergies, is really a myth. And we're here to bust that myth because it's more important to get the pollen that's bothering you than just the local pollens. So get the local pollens, your regional, statewide, and even farther than that out, especially if the pollens are blowing great distances. Since we don't know what that is, we just took care of it all by putting it in one bottle. That's right, the Allergy Be Gone, we're now selling worldwide, and it's taking care of people's allergies all over the place by simply taking a teaspoon a day. You get a diverse mixture of many different types of pollens so that your body can ingest those pollens today so that you can alleviate your pollen allergies tomorrow. So what your body does is it eats that small pollen, that unique pollen, and your body creates an antihistamine to each of those unique pollens. And pretty soon your immune system has no problem with this, and your immune system relaxes. And before you know it, all those symptoms associated with allergies are gone. Allergy Be Gone. It works really well. Another medicinal product that we have is called the Arthritis Be Gone. And this one, again, we also put a great deal of research into this one and studied and found out there's two key ingredients in here that work for arthritis. Turmeric and cinnamon have been long revered for their medicinal properties associated with inflammation, the leading cause of arthritis. When you eat these organic essential oils of cinnamon and turmeric, they get assimilated into our bloodstream very quickly and go right to the root cause of inflammation. Your fingers, your knees, your joints. Inflammation is what causes the pain. You get rid of the inflammation, you get mobility going again, and in a few short days, your arthritis is minimized, if not eliminated. The turmeric that's in here is one of the finest ingredients we could find anywhere. The cinnamon is even finer. The cinnamon is made from the essential oils of a cinnamon leaf. Now, it's kind of like calcium or calcium citrate. Many of us have heard about calcium and how it helps us with our bones, and calcium citrate, how it helps us with our bones. Which one's better? Well, it's the one that can get pulled into our bodies or assimilated into our bloodstream. If you can't take it in, then it's not going to work. So that's why this cinnamon works so well. We also find that same cinnamon in our cinnamon orange honey, which other people find to be one of their favorites and works for arthritis. So we give you a couple of choices for the arthritis: the cinnamon orange and the arthritis be gone. Two of my other big favorite honeys are our gourmet line. And these two gourmet honeys are by far some of the best in the world. There's no doubt. The metal foam and the blackberry twist have created a following of individuals as almost like a cult. This stuff just flies off the shelves. The metal foam kind of tastes like a marshmallow. It's the only way you can explain it. It's a beautiful yellow and white flower that blooms very rarely, and getting a nectar flow is even more rare. Getting a honey like this in a high varietal content or a high pollen content is very difficult. We found the way, and we have meadow foam. You've got to try it. You've got to say you at least tried the Dom Perignon of the finest honeys in the world. Blackberry Twist was our first award-winning honey, and it is exquisite. I love this one in teas. I love this one as a spread. But one of my favorite ways of doing blackberry is drizzled on an avocado. Sprinkle a little cinnamon on that, and you got a wonderful, healthy treat. I love also to put that guy in chilled water. What a great alternative to drinking honey water than to drinking a soda. It's so much more healthy for you. All you simply do is add a teaspoon to a bottle of water, shake it for about 5 seconds, and you've got a great, great product. My wife has a favorite recipe for the meadow foam that she wants to tell you about, and I just love it. But I can't remember it. Here she is.
Hi. Yeah, I have a recipe here for honey muffins. So check it out. I'm going to read it to you. We have many, many recipes on our website. Just go to winterparkhoney.com and go to the recipe section, and you'll find our recipes listed there. But here it is. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, half a cup of cane sugar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, a 1/4 teaspoon of butter, and a 1/4 cup of honey. In a bowl, combine the flour, sugar, baking powder, and the salt. In another bowl, whisk the egg, milk, butter, and honey. Stir into dry ingredients until just moistened. Fill greased or paper-lined muffin cups 3/4 full and bake at 400 degrees. And then sit back and enjoy. You can also slather the muffins when they come out of the oven with honey, and they'll be just delicious. A great Sunday morning treat. So have a good day, and check us out online, winterparkhoney.com, and see our online customer testimonials on our YouTube video channel, and have a happy day.
Remember, it's got to be
Winter Park Honey.